Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade, and I'm back here with yet another video. In this video, we're gonna cover in the first half of it, rules for me but not for thee. We know this tagline because it's pretty much the Democrat Party motto: rules for thee but not for me. And we've become quite aware of this tagline through the course of the COVID lockdown hysteria that swept the country for the past how many months now. And a second round seems to be brewing. Anyway, we're going to start off with California Governor Gavin Newsom, who's apologizing for breaking his own COVID-19 rules. It turns out that California Governor Gavin Newsom is catching heat as a COVID hypocrite. Surprise, surprise. For attending a pricey dinner party for 12, even as he scolds state residents for socializing during a pandemic. I should have modeled better behavior, he said. After word spread that he and the first partner, Jennifer Sybil Newsom, gathered with people from multiple households at Napa's famed French Laundry restaurant for a birthday dinner this month. News of the governor's dinner party leaked just hours after Newsom pushed state guidelines discouraging gatherings of more than 3 households and instructed Californians to alter their Thanksgiving plans accordingly. Yes, indeed. Can't be gathering for Thanksgiving. That's the big push in Democrat land right now. No Thanksgiving. As we hear in Erie County, New York, which is Buffalo area, Buffalo, New York, the general community spread of coronavirus in Erie County by Executive Mark C. Polonsars said Sunday the government may need to restrict Thanksgiving holiday gatherings, blah, blah, blah. Governor Andrew Cuomo sounded off, said that yes, we're going to restrict gatherings in Erie County. We're not going to let people get together for Thanksgiving. But thankfully, there's still some hope for this country after all. Because in Erie County, there's a sheriff who actually believes in the Constitution. That's right, the Erie County Sheriff is going to ignore the gathering for Thanksgiving rules that Cuomo and the county supervisor are setting forth. And health officials are saying, he's out of his gourd! A Western New York County sheriff won't enforce the state's cap on indoor gathering. Oh my God, how horrible. Telling residents he will respect their home and traditions on Thanksgiving. Good for you, Sheriff. I'm proud of you. Tim Howard. That guy deserves a medal. So yeah, rules for me, but not for thee. You think that Andrew Cuomo wasn't going to get together with Chris and all of their loved ones for Thanksgiving? You bet your ass they were going to. Again, it's rules for me and not for thee. Just like, Lori Lightfoot in Chicago. Nobody should be going to barbershops. Oh, but me. I'm on TV and I need to look good. I don't know how you make her look good. There's no way to make that little gremlin look good. She's about the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. But, she thinks that a haircut is going to somehow make her look good. Surprise, surprise. Nothing's going to make you look good. Anyway, House Democrats change member dinner to grab and go. Yes, Nancy Pelosi was pushing a member dinner. At the same time, everyone was saying, no Thanksgiving, can't have Thanksgiving. But Nancy was like, yeah, let's have a big dinner in Congress for all the new members. Oh, wait, what do you mean all the new members? Thought you lost 14 seats, Nancy. Oh, well, for a couple of new members. It's like 3 tables or something. Would have been a huge, massive gathering of the 3 new members the Dems got, where the Republicans were up quite a bit. Woohoo! Go Republicans! Republican Congress. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, so yeah, Nancy got flack for her planned dinner, and now it's a grab and go dinner after facing criticism. But yeah, rules for me, but not for thee. Just like we know Nancy, she likes to have her spa day after, several hard days of eating designer ice cream from her $10,000 refrigerator side-by-side freezers. Nonetheless, she has a lot of designer ice cream. But, rules for me, not for thee. We all remember who is that crazy wench in Michigan that needs to be removed from office. Yeah, I don't remember her name either. She's not worth remembering. But I do remember her husband trying to take his boat out, but the marina supervisor's like, your boat? We can't take your boat out. Your wife has implemented rules against that. And he's like, don't you know who I am? And I'm like, of course I know who you are. That's why we're not going to get your boat out. I thought that was excellent. But, rules for me and not for thee. That's the Democratic motto. And, Joe Biden's going to be all for that. As not really President-elect Joe Biden is talking about how we need to have shutdowns across the nation. Nationwide shutdowns, says Joe Biden. Thank God he's not actually the president-elect. So, now let's switch this video into something, I don't know, happier, a lighter tone. Let's see that there's still some common sense in our country. So this is NTD News. They've got, they're a moderately sized group. This is going to continue my my new trend where I'm going to show sources that are not Fox News as much as possible. I want to show you new sources where you can go to get your news, since now even Fox has gone off the deep end and all mainstream media is basically useless at this point in time. So today we're going to be showing NTD News, and they're at the Million Maga March in Washington. So this should be fun to watch. We're going to watch about 4 minutes of it.
NTD is committed to bringing our audience accurate, uncensored coverage, especially at a time when some events and perspectives are being misrepresented by big tech and the media. Now, let's hear from our reporters who were there at the March for Trump.
I think it's fraud. There's a lot of fraud. That's what I heard. And then I heard that there's mail-in fraud happening in Pennsylvania as well. And I'd like the truth to come out. And I'd like the election to be fair.
I see. And what are your concerns whether Trump or Biden win the election?
Deeply concerned. I would prefer Trump to stay in office. I came from a communist country. I escaped from Vietnam to be here to have my freedom to practice my faith and also to be fully human. And if communists take over our country, where would I go?
I'm here because I'm very upset with our country. But I'm very happy to see a lot of people questioning it.
We are now marching towards the Supreme Court. You can actually see the U.S. Capitol right here ahead of us, and there's going to be a further rally at the Supreme Court. And the organizers of this said the reason they are marching from Freedom Square to the Supreme Court is because they believe that this election will ultimately be decided in the Supreme Court. So why do you support President Trump today?
Well, it's funny, I have this here because I teach at a college in Philadelphia, and the Marxist language in the curriculum is so disgusting to me. It's so prejudicial, it's so presumptive, that I actually have this, it's okay, I actually have this here because I partially my identity because it gets on Facebook. So, but anyway, I support him because he's courageous, he calls a spade, And again, the leftist culture that's getting into the academy is just disgusting, and that's why I have this.
I've never really was so much a Trump fan. I'm a fan of stopping the corruption, of stopping the elite running our country, of selling us off. You know, we can sit here and talk. We can sit here and talk about what Trump's accomplished over the last 4 years, but what this election is about the fraud. Is about the Democrats, about the left's taking this election from the people. That's what this is about.
Why I do support because he's pro-life, he's pro-family, and we are Christians, so we are in favor of everything. It's in the will of God. So Biden is against everything God's will.
We support the president. We want to see a fair election. We want to make sure all legal votes count and all illegal votes are removed.
I think they're stepping out of line. It's not their decision, it's our decision, and the courts are the ones who decide when they count the votes and they certify it.
Look at this dog. Trump supporting dog.
We were out there in Arizona watching the vote at Maricopa County and saw that go down in very mysterious and weird ways. Look, I just want this isn't over. It's not even close to being over. And those people that are telling you right now that it is over are lying to you. The vote has not been declared. There is no president-elect.
My mission is to let the country, and especially the Supreme Court and those involved in court decisions, know that we have not given up on the fact that there's irregularities in voting and they're being exposed.
We have no control of our own destiny anymore, and so if there's big corruption by Biden and all the media, when I say all, I mean literally all, ABC, NBC, CBS.
I love your channel. I watch you guys on YouTube. You guys have real news. Thank you for being here.
The epic times.
Oh, I love this guy. We see you on YouTube all the time.
There it is. We got fans. We got fans.
Big time. I love this guy.
And now we'll hear from other supporters of President Trump that our reporters spoke with.
All right, so it looks like they were having a good time in Washington. In fact, I just want to point out, that's what a peaceful rally looks like. There was no buildings being burned down. Nobody was being bashed, had their skulls bashed in with skateboards. There was nobody chanting, pigs in a blanket, fry 'em like bacon, you know. This was truly a peaceful protest. No businesses on fire in the background. But, you know, hey, I guess that's the difference between Republicans and Democrats. Anyway, I'm Jaames Johnson, a.k.a. Sulfur Blade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.